What is good, YouTube world? It's Coffee Talk. Tapping back in with another one. How y'all doing out there? Make sure to hit them buttons and jump in the discussion. Let's talk. A lot of news to get to, and we're going to do just that, man. So first up, you're seeing these little still images of this crazy situation that went down. I believe this is in the New York subway. I'm not positive. Link to the full video will be pinned in the comments. Go check it out, man. But this is just crazy, man. Two individuals are having a bit of an argument. You know someone's got their camera out recording. You can always count on that. You know what I mean? It's 2022. Them cameras is everywhere, B. But the one guy goes to hook off on the other individual. He bobs and weaves, ducks it, dodges it, or however the fuck you want to refer to it. And the guy just that threw this punch, I don't know what, like, I don't think this guy's ever been in a fight before because he just threw everything he had into it, and his momentum took him right over off the platform onto the train tracks, B. Like I always tell you, it's all about the momentum, okay? But in this situation, this is not the kind of momentum that you want. You know, momentum carrying you to your most certain death. But the guy that had the little squabble with him helps him, saves him out his life, pulls him off the tracks. Just wild, man. Like I said, link pinned to the full video in the comments. Go check it out. Come back. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. You know, if you're new over here on J Coffee Talk, it's all about hearing what the people got to say. We just coffee talk it up on these different topics. That's what we do. This reminded me of a movie. Hit the comments and let me know if y'all have ever seen the hip-hop movie / musical Prison Song starring Q-Tip, Noreaga, Fat Joe's in there. And there's a scene that, like, the plot of the movie has a lot to do like this. You know, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. Like, I want to tell y'all what happened, but for those who haven't seen it, it's a good film, man. Go check it out. But if you have, let me know your thoughts. Then next up, man, you see these little clips here. Rick Ross giving a big shout out to Queen Latifah as she got him an acting gig on the Equalizer show that she stars on. I have not watched this show. Let me know if you have and you enjoy it. But, you know, Rick Ross is always compared to 50 Cent. Like in the recent videos I was doing about Nas, Jay-Z's name kept coming up. Even when, like, I didn't want to, Jay somehow had something to do with that story one way or another. You know, they're just rivals at one time, each other's arch nemesis. But, you know, they squash the issue, but they just still are always associated with each other, you know, in their career, in their journey throughout the hip hop world and all that. And, you know, their path to greatness and success, it's just how it is. And we know when it comes to Ross and 50, they've never squashed the beef. The beef is still alive. It looked like they were going to squash it a year or two ago when Fifth was putting together this BMF series. He was trying to clear the Rick Ross BMF Blowing Money Fast Track. But I don't think it ended up happening. But there was like an ultimatum put out there, you know, where Rose was talking about, like, if Fifth do a Wingstop commercial, maybe we can clear the rights to that track for him. I don't know. But anyways, my point is Rick Ross is acting here. And a lot of people are drawing comparisons that, you know, 50 Cent has done so much in the acting world where he's actually making TV and movies now. But Rick Ross just getting started out on in his acting career thanks to Queen Latifah. He's a rapper who's incarcerated and is trying to clear his name. Jump in the comments. Let me know if you've seen the episode, what you think about it, what you think about Rose's acting skills, if you did see it. As far as, you know, trying to play catch up with 50 Cent, he got a hell of a long way to go when it comes to, you know, the acting, TV and movie world. But, you know, shout out to Rick Ross getting on that show, you know, and so dope of Queen Latifah. We know, man, you want to talk about people acting out of the hip hop world. Queen Latifah is like next level. She's been doing it for a very, very long time. Jump in the comments with your favorite Queen Latifah film. I know my wifey's is, in mine too, I'd probably have to say Set It Off. Great story. That movie will never get old. But you see, she comes back and puts other people on. That's lit, you know, like, She almost reminds me of Ice Cube, the way his career is, how it's wild. You know what I mean? Like, they're huge in hip hop, but their acting career is so big and is so much longevity to it. They're almost as big as actors as rappers in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, kind of known equally for both. Like, if Rick Ross was in a few more movies, people would say, yeah, like, he's a rapper. He got into acting. With Ice Cube and Queen Latifah, at one point, people did indeed say that. But nowadays, there might be a lot of people that don't know nothing about hip-hop and don't even know that they're rappers. You know what I mean? Speaking of actors and people who are big actors now but didn't start out that way, check out The Rock, man. Rolling up on a celebrity tour out there in Hollywood, I believe this is. You know how they have those tours with, oh, this is such and such house, this is such and such house. The Rock just pulled up right alongside one and was like, yo, do y'all know where to find The Rock? I wonder, what do you guys think? Was this staged? This had to have been staged, man. Or maybe not, I don't know. But who had the camera rolling? I'd like to know that, but who knows? I don't know. Jump in the comments, let me know if it's staged. You guys remember when the Game's stepfather, rapper The Game stepfather, but Game made it like clear, he's like, yo, that ain't my stepfather, because he was mad because dude came out and confirmed that the Game was indeed a stripper. But anyways, that's besides the point. Why I'm bringing up the Game stepfather, y'all remember he had those like Hollywood hood tours or whatever, where he would take you around like, yo, this is the such and such Pyru neighborhood, this is the Rolling 60s neighborhood, and this is where, you know, such and such is from. Like, a lot of people laughed that off and was like, that's ridiculous, or they were just flat out like, yo, that's dangerous as fuck for him to be doing that, man. This shit's gonna go real left. I don't know. Let me know. Like, I don't know if he's still doing it, but what do y'all think? Was that a good business idea, the way people are obsessed with the streets of the West Coast? Let me know in the comments. Then a quick little NFL update. And listen, for those football fans, make sure you subscribe to my channel as well, guys. You know it's the playoffs. What up to all my Bills Mafia out there? You know we're going to get this ring. We're going to do it. We're going to get that stigma off us that we can't win the big one, you know. But anyways, we're going to have a lot of football content coming. There's a lot of football videos up, so make sure to tap in. We cover music, news, sports, current events, life, and much, much more over here. But peep it, y'all. In the Monday night playoff, you know, super wild card weekend, Monday night playoff game, Arizona got just dusted off by the Rams. It was ugly, man. Like, not to sound all negative, but AZ just looked bad. Like, they didn't, like, how did this team even make the playoffs? Kyler Murray just looked terrible. That pick six thrown in his own end zone, it just, I don't know, it just was horrible, you know, and it seems the AZ franchise has just done this so many times, as I pointed out in my video yesterday, like kill it in the regular season, then going into the playoffs, kind of have some struggles, get that bad momentum. Like my Bills, we had some ups and downs during the season, but then we got hot going into the playoffs. You know, we're turned the fuck up on them. But AZ always seems to do the opposite and then have an early exit and a long brutal offseason. But aside from that, Buda Baker, you guys see he got hurt on this making a tackle on Cam Akers, and it looked bad. He had to be, you know, carted off the field on a stretcher. You know what it reminded me of? All my Bills fans will remember this very well. Kevin Everett, opening day back in what, 07 against the Denver Broncos. Very rough game. Bills had the game, and Denver hit a field goal with time expiring to win the game, and it was crazy. But Kevin Everett got hurt making a tackle. I think it was on return man, Dominique Hickson, I believe. I could be wrong, but he broke his neck. You know what I mean? And it looked very similar to the way, you know, Buda Baker looked, but they've tapped in. Or I'm sorry, Buda tapped in himself on social media. You see the little picture of him from the hospital bed saying, yo, I made a full recovery. I'm going home. I'm good money. It was kind of funny. Not like funny what I'm about to say that he said. You know, it was a serious situation, but he's okay. So we can laugh about what he said. Now, he said, yo, I stink. I'm dirty. You know what I mean? I like after a pro football game, I just want to wash my ass. I've been sitting in here funky as fuck, you know, so I'm ready to go home, wash my ass, and throw on a clean outfit. You know what I mean? and just thanking everyone for their well wishes and prayers. Very scary situation. So very good to see Buddha Baker is 100%. He's going to be just fine. Then to close this video out, the last little bit of news we got is some more hip hop news. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This 1999 Mustang is for sale on eBay. Okay, it's just a Mustang. What's the big deal? And real quick before I carry on, I love seeing this era of cars, man. It reminds me of when I was growing up. You know what I mean? Like the Mustangs, and like obviously this wasn't the throwback Mustang. This was when the Mustang started transitioning a little bit or whatever. But nonetheless, it gives me that bit of nostalgia. As if y'all watch the channel, you guys know J Coffee Talk always lets it be known I am a bit of a nostalgia junkie. You know, comment hashtag nostalgia junkie if you're like that as well. You know, that's why you'll catch me blogging on a lot of 90s stuff and ish like that. You know what I mean? But anyways, this was Eminem's first car, I guess, after he got to the bag. He got that big check. He went out and copped himself a Mustang. Not a Rari, not a Lambo, none of that. He just kept the Mustang and ended up selling it in like 2003 to some girl who was like rich, I guess, had inherited millions and maybe billions. I don't know. She was just some rich kid who inherited a bunch of money and seen Eminem was selling his car, and she bought the vehicle. She had to hang on to it for a few years before she could even drive. But now all these years later, she's selling it. So we're seeing this picked up and shared all over the news cycle. I guess it's getting the hype up behind this car, this item being up for sale. I wonder what it's going to sell for. You know what I mean? There's a long story behind it with Eminem, one of the, you know, biggest artists of all time. But what do y'all think? That was a smart move for Eminem to be safe with his money and not go overboard. Do y'all think? You know, he was like, yo, I'm poor white trash, man. I'm not blowing my money, but hey, to each their own. You know, I'm kind of like that. I'm very mindful of my money. I don't know what I'd do if I went crazy and became a millionaire. But anyways, man, they're saying Eminem, this don't add up to me though, because right, reportedly they're saying the car was originally red, and then when they shot the Purple Pills video, which, you know, is known edited wise as Purple Hills, that he painted it deep purple and threw some chrome rims on it. But in the Purple Pills video, Purple Hills, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it looks like he's driving a different car, like an old school muscle car. Am I tripping? That does not look like the same vehicle to me. So I don't know. Is this like a fake story or something? I don't know. It's just been shared all over the news. I'm sure you guys have seen it as well. But jump in the comments. Let me know if this Purple Hills video car and this car looks to be different cars. I want to know what y'all think. And real quick before we go on our way out, as is, you know, who was covered on my channel and a lot of other channels about a year ago, you know, who used to work with Eminem, you know, when Eminem was rocking with the Outsiders, the legendary Outsiders out of Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. You know, last year he had the attention of a lot of hip hop fans and a lot of blogs and stuff like that. And ultimately, at the end of the day, most people felt like the diss tracks that he dropped just were not worth the hype. You know, well, he's been letting it be known January 20th was coming this year, but he didn't do the campaign. You know what I mean? Like the way he was putting out a lot of social media disses and just telling old stories and going in on Eminem. He kind of has never stopped doing that. Maybe he has done the campaign. Maybe people just don't care as much anymore. I don't know. But he says on the 20th, January 20th, which is 2 days from now, he's got a brand new Eminem diss coming. Jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that. Will you tune into it? Do you give a fuck? Do you not care? Let me know in the comments below, as well as all these other topics we covered. This has been another episode of J Coffee Talk. I thank y'all for tuning in, guys. Have a great day. Sub to the channel if you're new. Stay tuned. Much more content coming. And I'm gone.